I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not? You and I, there's a new
Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Snack127. Welcome back to another Tera console video. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions on the Valkyrie patch. This patch obviously came with the Valkyrie class, some other goodies that we're going to talk about later on in the video, and it looks like some optimization and also bug fixes as well, which again we'll be talking about later on in the video. But if you don't know, and if you've been living under a rock, the patch finally dropped January 8th on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So really excited about that, really hyped, really happy. If you're not, make sure you guys are subscribed already, smash that like button on the video, and let's get into it. So the Valkyrie is a DPS class, obviously, and it is a glaive wielder, or which like some people like to call a spear. Now it's not like the Lancer or any Lance type knight classes or anything like that. The Valkyrie is more of a sense similar to Final Fantasy XIV's Dragoon class. If you've played Final Fantasy XIV and you've played a Dragoon before, I can easily tell you that the Valkyrie feels very, very similar to Dragoon. It just has a lot more attack speed. Now that's no offense to Final Fantasy XIV's version of it. I just personally feel like the Valkyrie class in Tera moves a heck of a lot faster than the Dragoon in Final Fantasy XIV. That's just my personal opinion. But this class, it's a hard-hitting DPS class. It's a lot of fun. It also rewards you for having good mobility and dodging, which is a different thing with some Tera classes, and it's also a plus. And I don't mean it just rewards you by you staying alive and not taking AoE damage, but it literally gives you bonus damage and stuff like that, and buffs for dodging AoEs and attacks with good precision and timing, which is a new feature and a very, very awesome thing that I've never seen before in any MMO that I've played. But the Valkyrie, from what I've heard from the community just a little bit, a lot of people have gone to reference this class a little bit as overpowered. Me personally, I don't think that's the case. Now granted, the class does do a decent amount of damage. It also has lifesteal. However, it is a very, very squishy class. I definitely see why they reward you so much for dodging, because it takes hits pretty hard and it doesn't have a crap ton of HP. Now granted, my Valkyrie at max right now is only level 44, so I haven't got it to 65, and I haven't got to get a complete full-on build of Valkyrie yet to my custom liking, put all my glyphs on, test out every move and everything. So that opinion of mine is definitely subject to change. If anyone feels that I'm wrong about that or anything, feel free to express your opinions and share your thoughts in the comments below. But overall, guys, I think the Valkyrie is a fun class. You can definitely tell when you play it that it was definitely brought in more towards later on in Tera's life cycle, because the class itself feels like a DLC. It feels vastly different than the other classes. Like the attack animations are just a lot smoother. There's a lot more graphical detail in its particle effects and stuff like that. Like when you play a Valkyrie and you go back and compare it to like a Berserker or a Slayer or any other melee class and stuff like that, you can tell that the Valkyrie is just like a lot more flashy. Like it's a night and day difference between that compared to the other classes, if that makes a lot of sense. But overall, it's a lot of fun. I personally, I'm a big fan of melee classes, so you guys know that this was right up my alley. It's the only class I've seen also which that has like a double kind of dodge mechanic. It does seem to have the most dodge distance out of all the classes, and that's just to my personal opinion, because it does sort of like this cartwheel backflip kind of deal, and from the way it looks, you do two of those instead of just one. Like when you use the Slayer, it just like rolls back one time, but whenever you do it with the Valkyrie, it does a double backflip or a double cartwheel, which gives it a bit more dodging room, if that makes a lot of sense. But also, like I was saying earlier in this video, some other goodies came with this patch as well. One thing I did notice is that this game's been running a heck of a lot smoother. Now me personally, I do play on high-end versions of the consoles. I play on a PlayStation 4 Pro, and I also play on an Xbox One S. I know that the S isn't the highest version of the Xbox One consoles right now, so I'm just saying that my experience with these games and their optimization may be a tad bit different than everybody else's, but I did notice that after this patch, things have been running significantly more smooth, or at least for for me on my end. If any of you guys have noticed that too, be sure to leave that down in the comments below and let me know what you guys feel. For those playing on like base PS4s or OG Xbox Ones, and if you're playing on the Xbox One X, let me know how the performance is on there. I haven't gotten in X yet, but I did notice that there were some bug fixes, and I personally feel like the game's been a lot more optimized. I'm not saying it was running bad or anything before this patch, but it definitely seems like it has got some even more improvement. I just noticed it was a lot more smooth, frame rate was a lot more steady, and stuff like that. So that's always a good thing. Now, one other thing that this patch came with was a few new quests leading you to a brand new endgame dungeon called Demon's Wheel. And I'm going to be honest with you guys what I think about Demon's Wheel. It's a great dungeon, but I hate that place. I can't stand it. That dungeon is so difficult. Sarumonin, if you're watching this video, please make a guide. I said a god. Wow. Make a guide, for the love of God, man. I'm getting all tongue-tied and everything. That's how much that dungeon frustrates me. I hate that place. I hate it so much. It's a cool dungeon, though. It's a very different kind of concept. Like, the dungeon literally makes you do math in it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You have to do math in this dungeon. I won't spoil that. I'll let you guys see that on your own. It's a really cool dungeon, though. But very fun. It's a item level 423 dungeon. Top tier end game stuff like that. It's got 2 bosses. It's very, very heavily mechanic filled, so I would definitely recommend checking out Sarumonin's channel. I believe he does have a guide out on this already. I'm not quite sure, but I'll leave a link down to his channel and down in the description below so you guys can check that out. But anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for my first impressions of the Valkyrie patch. Overall, I do like this patch. I think it was a great addition to the game, and now when I look at things, the only stuff that we're missing for console are literally the raids, Heroes Hold, and there's one other very large raid for Tera. I can't think of the name of it. We are missing the God's Fall update, the Awakening update, the Male Brawler, the Ellen Gunner, and I believe the Ellen Brawler, which just recently came out on PC. But guys, we have all the base classes. Tera console is definitely getting there, catching up to PC. I want to say now that we have Demon's Wheel, I believe we're within 4 or 5 months of on PC, because I know Demon's Wheel just came out on PC like in September or October, if I wasn't mistaken. It only came out just a few months ago on PC, so that's I'm honestly really impressed. I think Tera console is definitely getting up there to catch up. Now, since you guys have had to hear me ramble and stuff like that all this time, I'm going to go ahead and play some straight up raw Valkyrie gameplay so you guys can just see how the class performs itself, see some of the dodge mechanics and everything I was talking about. So if y'all enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button for me. Make sure y'all subscribed, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.